Hello, welcome to English class. Yesterday I have stopped. I could not complete it properly because of my problem in mobile. Anyways, today I'll continue a bit before so that you can connect with my previous class. Okay. So the words were scarcely out of his mouth when there was a groan, a crack, and a splitting sound. We have finished that one of the branch of the tree just fell in front of the narrator. The narrator was stopped. He was trembled. He was traumatized. And I was not brought up to that. John jumped out and was in the moment at my head. And John was on his head. Then what to do? That was very near touch, said my master. What's to be done now? Now what to do? There's the branch fell just in front of us. Well, sir, we can't drive over that tree, nor yet get round it. There will be nothing for it. But to go back to the crossways, and that will be a good 6 miles before we get round to the wooden bridge again. It will make us late, but the horse is fresh. So, as because we will not be able to move further, so it's better if we go back to the 4 connector. So back we went and round by the crossroad, but by the time we got to the bridge, it was very nearly dark. So when they reached the bridge, it was dark. Okay, we could just see that the water was over the middle of it. But as that happened sometimes, the floods were out. Master did not stop. So even if they could see that the floods, that the water was there, but Master did not stop. We were going along at a good pace, but the moment my feet touched the first part of the bridge, I felt sure there was something wrong. But the moment I touched the bridge, my feet touched the bridge, I just something happened and I found that the bridge there is a problem. Definitely there is a problem. It happens now when you do something, then you feel that something comes from your inside that कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं है ना कुछ गलत तो नहीं होने वाला है something like that. I dared not to go forward and I made a deep stop. Go on, beauty, said my master, and he gave me a touch with a whip. But I dared not to stay. He gave me a sharp cut. I jumped, but I dared not go forward. My master kicked me. Come on, push forward. But I jumped, but I did not push forward. There's something wrong, sir, said John, and he sprang out of the dog cart and came to my head and looked all about. He tried to lead me forward. Come on, beauty, what's the matter? Of course, I could not tell him, but I knew very well that the bridge was not safe. Now, here is one thing which I want to make you very, very clear. Now, who is I? Tell me, who is I? By this line, you all should understand. I could not tell him, but I knew very well that the bridge was not safe. So, who is I? Of course, I is not a person. Just think about it and message me. Who is I? Okay. Just then, the man at the tall gate on the other side ran out of the house, tossing a torch about like one mad. Suddenly, a person came from the opposite side. He was throwing torchlights. Hoy, 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 hello, stop, he cried. He kept shouting, oh, stop it, stop there, shouted my master. My master shouted, what's the matter? The bridge is broken in the middle, and part of it is carried away. If you come on, you will be into the river. Hey, 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 stop. Don't come forward. The bridge is broken from the middle. You see, the intoxication was completely, the intuition was completely right. I misspelled the word intoxication. It will be intuition. The intuition was completely right that there must be some problem. The bridge is broken. Thank God, said my master. You beauty, said John, and looked at the bridle and gently turned me round to the right hand road by the riverside. And suddenly my master turned me on the right side. Lulled off, it grew darker and darker, stiller and stiller. The more the area we were pushing forward, it was becoming darker and denser. Stiller, mane shanto, ondokar shanto. I trotted quietly along. Now, by this line, you can really understand who is I. Trot. Who trots? Think about it. For a good while, neither Master nor John spoke, and then Master began a serious voice. I could not understand much of what they said, but I found they thought if I had gone on as the Master wanted me, most likely the bridge would have given me way under us, and horse, chaise, and man would have fallen into the river. And as the current was flowing very strongly and there was no light and no help at hand, it was more than likely we should all have been drowned. So, by the way, he was moving forward, he was thinking if I would not have understood the problem and I would have moved forward, then we were all were in the water and mustly, probably, we must have drowned. Master said God had given men reasons by which they could find out things for themselves, but he had given animals knowledge which did not depend on reasons and which was much more prompt and perfect in its way, and by which they had often saved the lives of men. John had many stories to tell of dogs and horses and wonderful things they had done. He thought people did not value their animals half enough or nor make friends of them as they ought to do. I am sure he makes friends of them if ever a man did. So John was telling that human beings are intelligent, that I know pretty well. God has made them intelligent. But God has given animals also some powers by which they can intuit what is going to happen in the future, whether it is good or bad. And if they feel that something bad is going to happen, they always try to save the master. It is our discredit that we rarely give importance to animals, but animals are much more trusted part than that of human beings. At last, we came to the park gate and found that the gardener looking out for us. He said that mistress had been in the dreadful way ever since, dark fearing some accident had happened, and that she had James off on justice the round cob toward the wooden bridge to make inquiry after us. So when they reached our destination, we found that the gateman is outside, and he said that he said that the mistress is also anxious about the bridge as she came to know that it has broken, and she was sending us to see whether you are safe or not. We saw a light at the hall door at the upper window, and we came up. Mistress ran out saying, are you really safe, my dear? Oh, I have been so anxious, fancying all sorts of things. Have you had no accident? No, my dear, but if your black beauty had not been wiser, then we were should, and where we should all have been carried down in the river in the wooden bridge. Now, I must say, you people should understand who is Black Beauty. No, I'll not tell you the answer. You will message me. No, he's telling that if your Black Beauty would not have been a bit more cleverer, then now you would have got the message that we are drowned. We were drowned. I heard no more as they went into the house and John took me to the stable. Now, who is I? Yes, he is a horse. That's why he had been taken to the stable. Oh, what a good supper he gave me that night. I good bran mash and some crushed beans with my oats and such a thick bent of straw, and I was glad of it, for I was tired. Okay, here ends the lesson. Very nice, very thrilling, and very interesting too. So, read it nicely. I'll be back with you very soon. Thank you.